All right. So back again. Now we have the estimates for Friday, and again, this is why I keep telling people: don't rush, don't jump to conclusion. Look at the numbers. What are the numbers showing? Where are the numbers going? What is happening with the numbers? That tell you which movie is liked more. That tell you which movie people want to see more. That tell you so much more. You can try to go to look at reviews and stuff, but guess what? Guess what? Reviews are not even 1% of the viewers or the moviegoers or something. You can look at reviews all you want. That doesn't equal up to what the people actually play. Doesn't it's not even close. So we have the Friday box office numbers in, and as you can see, Mufasa estimate to come in sixth place. Sonic estimate to come in ninth place. Domestically, Mufasa has overtaken Sonic 3 at the domestic box office. Yeah, I believe it's this one. Is just domestic or total? Is this just domestic or total? I don't know. Uh, is it domestic or I don't know which one. It should be total. I really don't know. But at the domestic box office, Mufasa has made more. I know here. I don't think it jumped up a place here. It's still in it's still in seventh place. By the end of this, it could hit sixth place. But from what the numbers are showing it's likely going to be out uh two 2 to 4 weeks longer than Sonic. So it could hit number six. But Sonic is in 11. It could hit 10. But will it go past 10? No, there's no way for it to go past 10. It could hit 10. When the international numbers come in, it could jump up to 10. But will it pass 10? No. It won't hit the top. It doesn't have the possibility to hit the top five. It doesn't even have the possibility to hit the top eight or even seven. It doesn't have the possibility to catch up to Mufasa at all. Mufasa can, if it's out a little longer, can pass up Wicked because if you, I believe Wicked is out of theirs or out of domestic theirs at least. Nope, it's still in theirs. Still doing its round. But if they keep Mufasa the same time as their same distance as Wicked for what it was nearly a full month more. If they keep it in for the same time as Wicked, it's gonna pass on Wicked. Which again, Disney is prone to do is to keep it out 3, 4, 5, 6 months. So can it pass a Wicked? Yeah, it could pass a Wicked by the end of all of this. If they keep it out a little longer, if they keep it out a month or 2 months more, there's a good chance it will pass a Wicked. And then that would mean for for the top five movies of 2024 was Disney. Can Sonic 3 get up to here? I with the numbers that come in, Sonic 3 you literally have to make nearly 100 million more, and uh it's not even making what 6 million at domestically. So for it to get up here, it will have to be out for like 4 more months, but it's already on digital, so that's already cut into. But yeah, Mufasa can could pass Wicked if they keep it out a little longer, or if like Wicked is still falling into these numbers, plus look at this. Wicked is here, Mufasa box office. Where is it's 3,000? Let's look at what that will be compared to Wicked. Around here. That's almost a full month out. So if we look at the numbers right now, compared to what the numbers right now, where this number is on Wicked, it's here. It's almost a full month out. So that's a good chance Mufasa is going to be out until February. Well, no, sorry. To the end of February, beginning of March, or end of March, beginning of April, or it could even be out. That's the thing. It could be out. They can pull it at the end of February, or they could put it out way in June or July. That's how far they can leave in theaters. But if you, as you can see, Wicked is about to get pulled from theater maybe in a week or two. And when that happens, Mufasa is still gonna have another month in theaters. Because again, I'm looking at the numbers and compare to where uh Wicked was when they had around this number. And as you can see, it was all the way up here. This all the way up here. In January. It was January the 10th. That's when it started. And this is February the 7th. So almost a full month difference. So that would be roughly 26, 28 days difference. But yeah. But again, we are looking at the numbers as they are and what they're coming in. And when we Friday numbers has Mufasa at roughly $1 million. And when the last time that again, when the numbers are zero at the end, I mean these numbers can go up or down, but most likely go up. Because we look at last Friday, what happened last Friday? It was the same way. I believe these numbers was not in, or it wasn't these numbers, one or the other. And then when it came in, this is what it happened. Right, last Friday. So if we look at last Friday numbers, we can see another spike on Sunday, then drop back down on, sorry, Saturday, and then drop back down on Sunday. So Mufasa could pull in near these same numbers. We don't know yet, but that will just secure it lead. Here is Sonic 3, and this is number made Friday. I'm trying to look at last week. These last number can change. If it's roughly, this is what I learned. If it's 0 or 5, the number can change up or down. If it's anything else, I mean, the more like the back numbers, the numbers after that, it's going to go up and down. It can go up and down. But 0 or 5 here, it can go up and down. But, but when I'm trying to compare it to the previous week, and it's a massive drop. It's a 40% drop. That's the thing about sign. Every time I look, I see a roughly 40% drop overall. Like 40 here, almost 40, almost 40, almost 40, 50 here, almost 40. So it's roughly every week Sonic is dropping by 40%, roughly. Uh, we now have the domestic and total box office. Worldwide box office number, international box office number have not came in yet. They they most likely gonna be calculated and come in on Sunday, and I'm expecting Mufasa this number to go up, jump up to uh seven, uh 870, 875, somewhere around there. And for Sonic, I'm expecting this number to also jump up to 870, 875. So again, that will put Mufasa at a nearly or over a 200 million lead over Sonic. And this is the pattern that we keep seeing. Mufasa is making roughly now, uh, internationally, roughly was roughly $500 more. Oh, sorry, $5 million more. Why am I going so far down? Roughly $5 million more internationally, and domestically we see a similar pattern. So let's look at here. I'm going to pull up. I'm going to show you the week number versus the weekend numbers and the week number. Here are the weekend for Mufasa, and here are the week for Sonic. As we look at the weekend numbers. If we look at the weekend number, Mufasa made nearly double what Sonic 3 made during the weekend. Then we go down to the week number, and we see Mufasa made again nearly double what Sonic 3 made during the week. So you looking at this, you seeing that it's coming in double. And I can check that here. I go here, look at weekly. Oh, no, this one. They do it in reverse order. So I go here and we look here. We see nearly 7.8 to Sonic 4.01. What does it have here? 7.8, 4.01. This is why I say you can try to use the number and say, well, one is coming out one day and one is coming out the numbers. They're getting a number literally from box office mode. They're literally getting the numbers from here. It's the number. They might get it ahead of time because they are using the actual system. And when it take like 4 or 5 hours for it to update in Watch Mojo system, but it's been already programmed in, and so they are getting they could be getting base being right connected to the system. So it'll update here first and look like they're ahead, but in reality, it's just they're just pulling from here. That's it. So when we look at the numbers for again domestic week 5, this is till Thursday. We see Mufasa has a bigger lead. We see Mufasa had uh, surpassed Sonic. Let me see if I can hit total gross. See what. Oh no, yeah, no. This is what it was Thursday. So you see how it's close and everything for this. Then we go to daily and gross or top gross. Let me try to do this. Okay. To I guess it's to date. Okay, it is to date. So many things there. We see Wicked number one, Moana number two, because they are both still in theaters, and we see where they stand at today. For this box of number, these are 4 movies. The top 4 movie, well, five top here. The top 6 movie are movies that's been out since last year. We see Wicked, Moana, Mufasa, and Speed, and Sonic 3. We see we see Mufasa is clearly ahead of Sonic 3 by almost what the 500,000. So so my initial guess was correct that Mufasa is gonna be Sonic 3 as late as Friday of this week. and it fluctuate around because the way the numbers kept fluctuating. Like if the one day it make a lot more than the Sonic that day, but the next day it make less, and then it'll make more another day. And it'll fluctuate, so it'll jump back and forth, so you never know. So if it a big jump, the Wednesday it could have passed Wednesday if it kept that same jump. If it's smaller jump, Friday, Thursday, Friday, Wednesday, Friday. It just it'll say that window. If it was a serious jump, like I said before, it could have passed Mufasa last Friday. I mean, Sonic Mufasa could have passed Sonic last Friday if it kept making big jumps. But we have estimates in now. We see that you know, Mufasa made nearly double Sonic on Friday. It made nearly double Sonic on no, it made more than double Sonic on Thursday, and nearly double Wednesday, and Tuesday as well, nearly double. So Mufasa is in a week where now that the numbers are small enough, it's going to make double, and that's indicated that Mufasa can be out until the end of this month. But when we look at these numbers and compare it to other movies, Sonic got maybe 3 more weeks, and Mufasa got up to the end of this month or another full month before they pull it from all theaters. So I'm like last week. This is where it was just 2 weeks ago. Again, this is a full week. They start Friday into Thursday. 2 weeks ago started here. So 2 weeks ago it was at 3,000, and now it's at 2,000. So it's roughly losing 5 to 600 a week. Like it was 300 up here. Now it started getting bigger chunk. So that means this can be out. If you lose 500, that's 4 weeks. If you lose almost 600, that's about 3 weeks. And let's see. Let's look at Mufasa. Same time, it was at 4, and then went down to 3. Went down 3, and now look at this week. It only went down. What is that? Less than 150. So roughly 150. Yeah, less than 150. Why say it when I could just show the math? Oh, did I do that correct? Nope. Ooh, almost. Oh no, I was off. It's 230. But again, you can see this is over 600 more from here to here. It's, Mufasa is being taken out from half of as many theaters as Sonic. So if this drop down by 600 next week. Oh no, so not this one. It's for Sonic. If this drop down by 600 again next week, I'm gonna put it near uh closer to 1,500 or something. And again, if it dropped down by 600 again, that's close. That's close to pull it, and then it's gonna drop down by 600 again, and then it's gonna be pulled that week after. Mufasa, if it does the same thing we see it doing by going down by 300, like again, that's going down by 300. That's almost 8 weeks before it get pulled from there. This total. So, and we also know that Mufasa going digital next month, so that's even more indication that it's going to be pulled from theaters by the end of next month. But this is what the difference is now. I am going to, instead of using what I had before, I am going to see if check out the new, see if the new number changed. So domestically, I'm going to use this. Let's see, did it change? No. I'm going to use this because I got these numbers on two different sites, and you never know. One site might have updated the number, the other site might have not. Nope, still the same. So this is what Mufasa made. Uh, the difference what Mufasa lead. It's a bigger jump than what the difference was yesterday when Sonic was slightly in the lead. So again, it's, it Mufasa took a big jump over Sonic. It made more than what Sonic was in the lead. Not yesterday, the day before for Wednesday. Because Wednesday number is bigger, Thursday number is slightly bigger than the difference. Then when Friday number came in, Mufasa just leapfrogged well over Sonic. So so again, we are looking at the numbers. Mufasa has surpassed Sonic domestically and internationally to take the win. And Mufasa, this is a little thing I do always do. I would then take the domestic international number and Sonic total number and see what is the difference. What what is the difference and what percentage of different it is from each other. Did I? No, I did it backwards. But it's going to be roughly 9%. But I like to show the exact number. 91%. It's still 91%. These last numbers just fluctuate, and that's how it always is. Right mode. These numbers fluctuate. The last few numbers fluctuate because it was 9.15 before. Now it's 9.3. But you have to remember the international numbers haven't came in yet. So when the international numbers come in, I'm expecting the Mufasa to gain some lead and that number jump up to nearly 93%. So roughly it could jump up to not closer to 93%. Let's check to make sure there's no update yet. But yeah. So my expecting number is this and this. It's going to be nearly, if not over, $200 million difference. But yes, again, this is what happened domestically every week. Weekly number. Sonic, I have to fix this again. Sonic had a big opening weekend in Mufasa. But then I fixed this and just then the next week, Mufasa had made more. Week after that, Mufasa made more. Every week since then, Mufasa had made more domestically every week. It wasn't that Mufasa cheated. It wasn't anything like that. It was just that Mufasa had legs, had staying power. It was that. The same thing happened with so many other movies. Like, uh, why can't I think I can spell that right now? Like, so if you want to spell something, it does count. But let's look at this is another movie that the same thing happened. Look how it opened. Doesn't that seem similar to what Mufasa opened with? But look at what happens at the end. Seems similar to what happened with Mufasa too. Like you see it open like this, have roughly the same amount of data as Mufasa and everything. Like, I'm gonna even pull up the mess. Roughly the same amount of data, same opening as Mufasa. And what happened at the end? Like, we see the total, we look at it, we see that element. This is what element open went domestically. Less than Mufasa, and still hit nearly 500 million. And look, 20, 20, it was out 28 weeks. Mufasa is literally just in week 7. So there's more time for it to do. Like, oh, that was interesting. Look at what happened here. It dropped down, and then they put it back out for a week or so. I guess they put it out on other days, but then it went back down. Put it 5. Yeah, it went back down, and then it was pulled. Oh, that's interesting. They put it back in theaters. Was it a second release or something? All release. Let's look. Oh, I'm trying to see if it was a second release. I don't think it will. But sometimes when they do that, they put it as a second release. But it doesn't look like that was the case. But you can look at it. Here's what happened. The to-date number. Ain't this? And then let's look at the next Sunday. Sunday, it doubled. It nearly doubled from what it was here. Next wrong one. And the next Sunday, it shot up. Look, it just kept going up little by little. Or any here, didn't make 200,000, but it still hit nearly five. Sorry, didn't make 200 million domestically, but still hit 500, nearly 500 million total. So again, if you go by the movies, how they do that week, you end up seeing that movies that have a strong opening week peter off and die off at the end. Because again, strong opening weekend or strong opening weekend, that weekend kept it to keep this week. But you look at what happened here. As soon as that happened, you see it started to go down and up and down and up, and then after that, it just went down. It haven't hit number one since then. Where if we go to Mufasa and look at the same thing, it kept number two, then it hit number one, then number two, then number one, and then just kept one here, number two, number one. Finally hit three after over what? That's exactly over a month. Yeah, almost a full month since it came out. Finally hit three, but then went back to number one, then two, another three, and then now it's in that dying down phase. Nearly over a month. Yeah, that's over a month since it came out. It's now dying down. So Sonic had a strong opening, but no staying power. Where Mufasa had a weaker opening, but far more staying power. And that's why you don't rush. Like the Super Bowl about to come out. You don't. If you want to bet, you can make a guess and everything, but you don't brag when the one team score a touchdown that they're gonna win. You have to like, okay, we're up. Can we maintain that lead? Can we keep that lead? What is going on with this league? How do we do that? Also, before I go, again, 50-50. That is Sonic problem. It has no real interest overseas. When you look at Mufasa, what do you see? Nearly a 2-to-1 split. Look at Sonic, it's 50-50. That's the problem with Sonic. It the popularity for it domestically is the same as internationally. Mufasa, the popularity for it domestically is more than Sonic, but internationally it's double Sonic or nearly double Sonic. So this is why Mufasa is going to have a two basically. Basically, Mufasa can end up when everything's said and done at the same domestic total that Sonic had. Sorry, not, I would say Mufasa domestic total can be the same as Sonic domestic total or international total. Mufasa international total can be the same as Sonic world total. Mufasa world total will be $200 million more than Sonic. Over 200 million more. So this is why I kept telling science facts. You jump into the conclusion and you're not looking at what happened. But again, I can go through every week here and we can see what happened. Mufasa made more than uh no sorry, not weekend. This is weekend. We can go through every week and see what happened. Sonic 3 made more than Mufasa the first weekend. Second weekend, Mufasa made more than Sonic 3. And ever since then, Sonic 3 was in second and just third place. Mufasa made more than it every week. That's that's how Sonic lost. Mufasa won. Mufasa just was on a steady pace and kept that pace up, where Sonic was on a downward pace and he couldn't keep up. So again, if you say Sonic 3 is a hit, and made and did well, but you look at Mufasa and saying this flop, even though it made more than Sonic 3, you're not lining the thing up. And then if you go, well, if you look at the movie made back and blah blah, the a break even point is literally what was that? Is that cost of the movie and show and whatever, and that's what they need to make for movie theaters. You gotta plus that by 20% because 20% is what the movie theater takes from the movie. Not 40%, not 65%. It's roughly 20%. Because again, movie theaters take up to 100% of the total fund up to the first 2 to 4 weeks. After that, then it slowly become up to 20% for theaters to take cinemas. That always been the case, not this 40% and plus. Now, if you want to break it down to certain movie, AMD might be the highest end one, where by the end of the movie, it can be taken up to 50% of the total cost, which is why a lot of AMD movie theaters are the ones that some end up being pulled first. Because if you go up to 50%, there's no point to have to move it there if you're taking 50% of the ticket when it's literally down here where you're taking 50%. So they might as well pull it. But yeah, this is how Mufasa came and won. There's no bias to it. There's no tricks to it. It's just the number. Anyway, later.